We are really proud and happy to have the Prince of Denmark here beside us. And what I would like to ask is, why is it so important to promote the equestrian sport?
Well, I've always, since I was quite small, not involved, but I've loved the equestrian sport, and the last, let's say, about 25 years or so, I've also been much more involved in it. The dressage has always been extremely dear to my heart, and that's why, first of all, I'm delighted that my daughter is a dressage rider. She could also have been a jumper, but she decided, actually, when she saw some real good dressage riders, that this was what she wanted to do later on. And so I've been following her and supporting her in the way I think I thought was right. And to have this World Dressage Masters, I think it's a wonderful competition, and it brings the sport on a very high level. I would say almost the highest level, excepting, of course, the big championships. But it's good to have somebody who wants to promote the dressage on this real high level. I think it's an extremely good idea, and I can only support it from my part.
You are involved with horses from the very, very kind of deepest level, being a mother to a rider, to your daughter that is riding dressage. You are a breeder. You're involved in the World Breeding Organization. You're kind of on every level involved with horses. So where did your interest for horses start?
Well, it started when I was a child. I started, as many, on a pony. I think my mother found a pony in England for me, and I must have been about 9 years old or something. And from then on, the ponies started to come into Denmark, into Scandinavia. And I've always loved horses, and I've ridden, and I still ride. Not really competing, I haven't done, because it wasn't sort of in to do in my time. And then my daughter absolutely loves horses. She loves animals, but horses especially. And she also started on a pony, and from the pony she got on to a small, big horse, and then onto the bigger. So she's done this sort of steps. But the competition has started sort of when she was in her teens, I would say.
Do you think it's harder or easier to be like a princess when you're competing on an international level?
I think she has proven that she is a competitive rider, just as on the same level as all the others, I would say. And there the title is of no importance, is what you do on the horse. And I think she's doing very well, and I'm extremely happy and proud that she in fact is riding our own horses that we bred.
So tell us about your breeding.
Well, the breeding started almost 20 years ago, I think. And a bit by coincidence, because I had a good Danish warm-blood mare, and we were sort of discussing, would it be fun to do some breeding, especially to bring on some horses for my daughters. For my daughter, dressage horses, as we all know, are getting very expensive, but if we now breed ourselves and she could ride them and train them, perhaps that was an interesting way to go, and my Nathalie was of course for it right from the start, and is extremely involved, and she's the one who decides which sire we are using and so forth. So no, she's very much involved, and of course without the support of my husband, it wouldn't be possible either. So I think it's wonderful to, and I think that makes it all the more satisfying that you actually have bred the horse yourself and then you have trained the horse yourself. I don't think you can actually, as an athlete, get much higher.
Are you especially fond of some bloodlines?
Well, we started with the Donegal line, and that was because he was proven by Danish warm blood, and so that was natural. It was a total coincidence that he actually did so well with my mare. They suited each other well because she was fairly high in blood. She had also thoroughbred in her. But that was a coincidence. You need luck here in life, don't you? And then we've gone on sort of from there. But we still have the Donahas and Nathalie's Digby that she's having success on for the moment is the Donegal.
So tomorrow is the cure, and I heard it being whispered in the audience, the tip of who's going to win or not. And we have heard Digby, we have heard, of course, Scandic as some kind of chances to win. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, the best horse will win. It's very difficult to say beforehand, and I'm not going to try and make a decision. The best horse will win, and that's fine.
You are, of course, right as always. So thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you very much.